Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and we got an extra sneak peek video from the Marvel Future Fight team regarding this upcoming mini holiday Christmas update. Now, it's not exactly what we were hoping for as far as the entire Spider-Man No Way Home's update goes. No Way Home, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man, maybe some Doctor Strange, all that stuff sprinkled in. It's not quite there, but what we do have, of course, is the following. We get the Spider-Man, we get the amazing suit, right? Looking slick. We get more of an in-depth look at some of his skills here. We get a brand new look at a brand new skill. Then we get our first look at the in-game models for both Black Cat. These are the holiday uniforms and Kingpin. Now, one thing I will say right off the top is that I am very hopeful that these uniforms are not the only things that are coming for Kingpin and Black Cat. Namely, either a Transcendence or a Tier 3. We haven't seen anything yet in any of the sneak peeks, but I'm really crossing my fingers. We really need the devs to know that they cannot keep releasing characters like Wenwu, like Katie. They can't keep doing holiday uniforms like they did for Groot or, Enchantress, where they just get the bump from the uniform and that's it. Because as much content as there is for Tier 2 characters, and there is a lot of content for Tier 2 characters, it really stings for everyone else that's already working on and focusing on Tier 3 and Transcended characters. And I would hazard a guess to say that that's the majority of players. Obviously new players aren't there yet, but basically everyone aside from new players is already there or is looking ahead. Like, even if you're an intermediate player and you've been playing for 6 or 7 months, yeah, you're still building up really good Tier 2 characters. Maybe you're saving up for some premium Tier 2 characters. You're still choosing the mega Tier 2 ticket from the token events. But you're already thinking, like, who's my next Tier 3? Who's my next Transcendent character, right? People who come back, I see people on Discord, they come back, they're like, hey, I took 2 or 3 years off from the game. They don't ask you, who's the next, who should I invest in at Tier 2? They don't ask that question. They say, who should I Tier 3? Who should I transcend after I start playing Squad Battle again? So I really hope I'm almost saying this knowing, like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm saying this almost with the feeling inside that either Kingpin or Black Cat or both are going to get left behind and are not going to get a Transcendence or a Tier 3. And that kind of bums me out. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope Kingpin and Black Cat, maybe they have like a duo Transcended skill, and so the devs don't even have to work on 2 different skills if they are working with a skeleton crew right now. Because listen, I'm not asking the devs to work overtime on this one. I'm not saying that they should be coming up with like 5 different new skills and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you could obviously see they are coming up with lots of new skills for the uniforms, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm not expecting a brand new Transcendent skill for Black Cat and then a completely different one for Kingpin. We're sort of past the days of one character getting a Transcendence, like, Mystique, with only one character's animation there, right? Like, Dr. Octopus has been hogging that amazing Sinister Six Transcended animation for so long. So I'm really hoping that they do get a Transcendence or a Tier 3. And then we can enjoy the uniforms that much more. But let's take a look here a little bit more into these these animations, excuse me. I gotta say, I'm a tiny bit worried about this one because it's really long. Maybe they have really low attack speed, and it seems like he gets invincibility or something, or a guard hit from this skill. But he is stretching for a really long time. However, I will say this: if we want to get super into the speculation, this could be really good. As like, if you can cancel the skill here, and well, probably not, right? Because the rest of the hits are physical. But what I'm thinking is maybe if you can cancel other skills into this skill, it's sort of like Sharon Rogers' 5th skill. Maybe not the best example, but you gotta, like, you stack all those other hits, and then this would be the last skill that you do. And as he's stretching out, all those other hits are triggering the proc, and then you just spin to win at the end. I'm not exactly sure, but there's 2 types of skills. There's 2 types of ways it can go. Well, with any skill, it can either be good or bad. But when it comes to a skill that has a long delay, it can either be a really good way to set up a combo. Like, for example, Moonstone, her 3rd skill has a really long delay as she slams the ground and lifts up, and then she blasts. There's a super long delay there. If that's the way it is for Spider-Man, it could be amazing. On the other hand, some characters have a super long delay on a skill, and it's super annoying, and it doesn't really serve any purpose, and it just makes their rotation really clunky and kind of bad. And you can think of characters that have like a wind-up animation before they do something big or what have you. Those would be kind of the ones that I'm talking about. But if this is like a Makari 3rd skill type situation, that could be amazing. Then we see a new skill here where he webs up a car. We're back in the car meta, ladies and gentlemen. We had the helicopter meta, we had the meteor meta, we had the jet meta. Now we're back to we had the pillar, the rebar, the steel rebar pillar meta, and now we're back to the car meta. Swinging that thing around, that looks absolutely so sick. That's gonna be really satisfying. And again, don't worry, don't sweat the numbers here. The numbers are not indicative of the actual damage. There's no way he's gonna be doing damage in the teens and in the low 20s. Boom. And then Black Hat's looking like a black cat. She's looking pretty good. The quality here, I should have set it to 1080. It's not the best, but yeah, it's looking pretty nice for Felicia. She's got a really cool skill here. This may be dealing cold damage, so hold on to your cold damage obelisks. That's a huge speculation there, but maybe. She summons a bunch of presents and then a Christmas tree, and then it blows up. This is really cool. I really like these kinds of animations because they're super thematic with the holidays and stuff like that. However, again, it can go one of two ways. You can go like Silks, where she's throwing the ice cream truck and it's amazing and it's high damage, or it can go like our poor friend Groot, where he has those animations and he's kind of stinks. So hopefully that's not the case. And now I can't find Groot. Hopefully that's not the case, because I would really not want that to be. But yeah, we have seen this. This is what happened last year. And for those of you that didn't buy this uniform, I never checked out any content about it. It's not very good. It's not very good. It looks cool. You can see the presents. The presents look very familiar now. Yo, they do. They sure do. Okay, does he summon? Oh, he summons a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree looks very familiar. It's actually the same Christmas tree. Bet. It's actually the same Christmas tree. Bet. It's the same. Yo, it's the same tree. Listen, I'm not expecting them to make different tree models. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's just funny to me that it's the same tree. However, I just really hope it's not bad, man. I really hope it's not bad. I think his gets bigger than hers. Maybe. Oh, you know what? It is a little bit different. I lied. It is a little bit different. Groot's tree has the Guardians of the Galaxy icon as one of the little things. Hers doesn't. I think they took that off. They were smart and they took that off. So it just has the yellow, the sort of gold, the gold ball ornaments, but it doesn't have the Guardians of the Galaxy. That wouldn't make any sense at all, right? If her Christmas tree had the Guardians of the Galaxy on it. But yeah, I see the Groot one and I just can't help but kind of, silently say like, oh man, it could happen again. I hope it doesn't happen again. But yeah, that skill looks sick. And then Kingpin coming in with okay, so he picks up one of those old-timey cars. He somehow summons out of his palm. He has like a PIM disc, and he summons one of these old-timey cars from the 1930s, and then he rams it into you, which is amazing. Okay, he's still combat type, don't worry. And then he goes sumo style, and then he slams on. he rushes you, he bum rushes you, and then he does the body slam, the Snorlax body slam at the end. So here we go. I'd almost forgotten about this clip. It's been sent to me by a few different people, so I'm gonna shout out, in general, everyone that sent this to me. But yeah, big shout out to Super Pickman 999 for recording it as it was playing. It was actually on a YouTube video. I said it was on other games, but it's also on YouTube videos. And check this out, it's got audio and everything, right? So and you see the original Green Goblin, and then you see the tentacles, and you see Dr. Octopus, Sinister, and then it's Venom's ooze, and you see Venom in the War of the Realms uniform. And then you see the three there with you get the Green Goblin laugh, okay? You get the Green Goblin like, we got the new tentacles there. I mean, some of this stuff doesn't seem like in-game assets, but obviously the ad itself is new because it uses the War of the Realms uniform for Venom. However, this is OG Green Goblin over here. It's kind of hard to see because of the light. Yeah, OG Green Goblin and OG Dr. Octopus. So on the one hand, this could be them hiding the fact that they're going to be giving these two characters new uniforms. And then, oh, that's actually OG Venom, even though they used War of the Realms over here, right? Earlier in the clip, they used the War of the Realms uniform. But at the same time, I kind of feel like maybe I don't want to say it. I kind of don't want to say it, but maybe there won't be a part 2. I don't know. I'm seeing, okay, so here's the thing. Let me just tell you guys what I'm seeing. I'm seeing every game, Marvel Strike Force, Marvel Future Fight, Marvel Puzzle Quest, and Marvel Contest of Champions, doing ads like this, but they're just using existing in-game assets. So MCOC has one where all of the spider characters are sort of like back to back in a circle, and they're surrounded by all of the existing MCOC villains that are Spider-Man villains, like Kraven, Rhino. Kraven just got added to MCOC. Rhino, Vulture, Dr. Octopus. But there's nobody new, right? And same thing with Strike Force. I think they just added actually like an alternate version of Spider-Gwen, or maybe they added Spider-Gwen, but besides her, it's all just existing characters. And now we're seeing the same thing in Marvel Future Fight. So I'm not sure if this is Marvel's way of hinting, of letting the games hint that they're gonna be doing some more updates on the game, or in the games for the movie after the movie comes out. So for us, it would be January's update, or if it's the devs' way of, not the devs, sorry, Marvel's way of sort of kind of giving Sony what they want, but not giving Sony what they want. Because you guys know how it is, right? We didn't get an update for Venom 1. We didn't get an update for Venom 2. We may not get an update at all for Morbius. Like, Marvel and Sony play nice, but they don't always see eye to eye, or it doesn't necessarily translate into the game. So on the one hand, it simultaneously gives me hope that the part 2 is going to be this. But at the same time, when I see Venom, I'm like, there's no way they're going to give Venom a uniform, right? This doesn't make any sense. So why is Venom there? Is it because he's popular, or is it because this is just an ad to get people to play the game, but not necessarily a hint of what's to come? Maybe I'm being too cynical by saying that. Again, it's just my opinion based on what I've seen. But yeah, I just wanted to leave that with you guys. I completely forgot earlier in the video to mention this right away. But yeah, this is pretty cool to see. And I really love the Green Goblin laugh at the end. I'll play it one more time without talking. The Green Goblin laugh is really good. So whoever did that did a really, really good job. But yeah. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this update. Is this the part 1 update for Spider-Man No Way Home, or is this the update? Who knows? Hit me up in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.